these are, of course, are dwarfed by how he's messed with the royalty regime and creating a great level of uncertainty in the investment community and driving our primary industry from the province. So he has attacks to spend Liberal, just like his predecessors, but you wouldn't know that by following my honourable opponent's political past, because until while I was campaigning against these guys for the last 12 years, they were content to sit on boards and such, have their political resumes, and otherwise be part of the problem. So, as much as I respect Mark and Danielle, they are literally Johnny-come-latelys in this battle against red tourism. They advocate building walls around the province to prevent the sticky Liberal tentacles from reaching deeper into our pockets, which is fine as far as it goes, but doesn't go nearly far enough. As leader of the party and Premier of Alberta, I will do everything in my power to prevent that dirty, rotten Liberal activist from being elected in the first place. Now, I'm going to read this next paragraph to you verbatim. Thanks for laughing at my jokes, by the way. I'm going to read this next paragraph verbatim because it is rather important. But to keep the federal Liberals out of office indefinitely, I, Jeff Willerton, as Premier of Alberta, will authorize a province-wide referendum on the issue of separation to be held within 6 months of every election or re-election of a Liberal government in Ottawa, or as soon as reasonably possible following the usurpation of power by any coalition consisting thereof. You're not quite as enthusiastic as the guys in Edmonton, but that'll do it. The Wildrose Alliance is not a separate, I have to point out to you that the Wildrose Alliance is not a separatist party, and I'm not a separatist myself, and separation isn't even the goal. Limited government is, which is impossible under a Liberal government. My objective is to prevent that, or delay that eventuality as long as possible. Democracy has been described as two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner. Liberty is the well-armed sheep contesting the results. What I'm offering you is simply the armor by which to stay off the menu of some central Canadian wolves in red Liberal sweaters. Now, I told you that I have been promoting better government in this province for 13 years. That's true. From 96 to 99, I worked for the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. I wasn't the public spokesperson. I was the guy running around from farm to farm, business to business, selling memberships, raising money to keep the organization afloat from one year to the next. And I was consistently the top rep in Canada. I didn't realize how good I was, though, until a couple of years ago when I sat down with my old sales manager. He told me no one's ever even come close to doing what I did for the organization during those years. So apparently I was really good at it. I'm not bragging. We all have gifts. Mine is the ability to sell a political vision. It's not public speaking. But my heart was not in advocacy. My heart was in the trenches of partisan politics, fighting to bring an end to the Liberal Tory reign of error in this province that really started in '71 and it continues to this day. It just gets worse and worse and worse. That's my 5 election campaigns to date. But during the taxpayer years, I lived in Barhead, and that's kind of an important piece of the puzzle, because while there it was my privilege to write a weekly column for the local paper. I was political, obviously, because I'm political. But more importantly, I was told time and again that it was the first thing people turned to when they got the paper, so apparently that was good too. But I'm not bragging. We all have gifts. Mine is the ability to communicate political ideas in a way that anybody can understand them. But in 2000, I collected these columns together in a book format. I sold 20,000 copies door to door across the province. I don't know about you, but I think that's kind of unusual. I don't think it's ever been done before. I doubt it's ever going to be done again. For what it's worth, that makes me kind of unique. But the important thing is that while so engaged, everywhere from Crow's Nest Pass to Medicine Hat, from Cold Lake to the Peace Country, because of the content of that book, I've been raising awareness of how liberal and duplicitous our supposedly conservative government is in Edmonton, and how much we need a legitimately conservative alternative to them, like the Wildrose Alliance. I don't know whose water that is, but it's good. What's the next leader of the party going to be doing for the next 2.5 years? He or she is going to be touring the province, communicating and selling a political vision to the people of Alberta. That's exactly what I've been doing for the last 13. There's a rule in business, folks. When you're looking for somebody to do a job and you find somebody who's basically doing the job already, you give them the job. Bless me, you found him. I am that guy. If you elect me, I believe we will storm the halls of power in 2012. Abraham did it in 36, took his Socrates from zero to government in a day. There's no reason we can't do it again. We just need a visionary leader who can take us there. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jeff, and I hope you enjoyed my water. Now. Okay, last but not least, Mark Dyrholm. Mark Dyrholm has a solid education. He graduated from the Western States Chiropractic College in Portland with a Doctor of Chiropractic, received a Bachelor of Commerce from the Haskeen School of Business at the University of Calgary. Mark is the former VP of the Progressive Group for Independent Business, Calgary's largest business and taxpayer organization. Mark was also VP of the Alberta Chiropractic Association. Mark also has real-life experience and currently owns and operates his own 2 businesses. Mark has served on several boards for the Reform Party, Canadian Alliance, and the Alberta Progressive Conservative Party. Mark is frequently quoted in the newspapers and interviewed on a frequent basis throughout Canada. Mark calls Calgary, Alberta home. Mark was born in Calgary and grew up in Claresholm and started chiropractic practice in Three Hills. Mark is 38 years of age, married to Kamala, and is the proud parent of Thomas Andrew Dyrholm. So, Mark.
Well, first off, I want to thank you for that introduction, Corey, and I want to thank all of you for being here today, because this is what grassroots politics is about. It's about the people speaking rather than the top-down approach that Ed Stelmach has been putting on Alberta. So thank you very much, and give yourself a hand. Now, as I was going around greeting people before the speeches tonight, I had a few people see this button and say, "Oh, Paul, congratulations." Well, actually, why I'm wearing this button is to congratulate Paul on his victory in Calgary Glenmore. A lot of people didn't think it could be done, but I felt it could be done from the beginning. And also, I want to congratulate not just Calgary Glenmore for having a better MLA, but Calgary as well for standing up and sending out a message. Thank you very much. It goes a little with my sign campaign here. In case you're wondering, those are the other 3 Western premiers, and they've been thanking Ed Stelmach on my signs because thanks to Ed and his decisions, he's helped their economies very much in the rest of Western Canada. So there's a lot of thank yous to start my speech. But let's get right to it. Ed, the TC, is coming. And that stands for the True Conservatives. Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. What we saw in that by-election is actually that leadership matters. Because you know what? Whether you like Diane Coulier-Hart, not Diane, I could say Danielle Coulier-Hart, or not. She was a well-respected alderman in Calgary in general. She was brought down by poor leadership. And right now, you are in the decision-making mode of picking the right leader. So I've had my policies on the website from the beginning, and there's no way in 10 minutes you can go through them all, but you'll get a few of them out of me tonight, and please look at my website. But I want to focus on a few things of leadership and the decision ahead of you. Ed Stelmach is a nice guy. When I was in the PC party, I was president in Old Stittsbury Three Hills for a few years, and we called him Honest Ed. We felt positive about him. But you know what's interesting? If we look, how did he become leader? How many of you have wondered that question? Well, if we look at that, how did he become leader? It's actually because people were comfortable with him. And I want to challenge you on that. But first off, you know, comfortable. Is that a bad thing? Well, I'm going to propose that comfort actually creates crisis. And so why on that? Let's first look at how did he win. Those that supported Dinning could not or chose not to support Morton with their second place vote. They were comfortable with Ed, so they picked Ed Stelmach second. Those that supported Ted Morton, such as myself, and fought for him on our campaign team, I didn't put Ed Stelmach second, I'll tell you that.